So chat challenge.
What's going on, everybody?
Good morning, everybody.
Oh,
Jared, thanks so much for doing this. Tell Grant we appreciate this so much.
big time.
Anyone else think this is a virtual 10X growth conference and they're overexcited about it?
Everyone should be.
Oh, yes.
It's the real
thing.
Everyone.
10X, baby.
I think that's for this.
Okay. Little echoey, Johnny.
Mute the laptop.
It is muted. It is muted. Hey, guys, who was your favorite speaker so far? Just while we're waiting, I just want to see some feedback. Who was your favorite speaker we had so far? Rebecca. Obviously, you and Grant. Thank you, Stephen Druth. Dar, Rebecca. I figured you'd want to grab him. That's why I wanted to have him up here. Okay.
Johnny, you gonna fix that? The echo?
Oh, you know what? Let's see here. Where you at? Where you at? Jesse, Dar. I'm on YouTube right now, checking out the YouTube comments. Alex, Aiden. One who may ascend, thank you for that. Michael, Daniel, Kumar. Anna Gomez. Micro Tasker. Dar, man, a lot of love for Dar. Love that.
Yeah, what about GC?
Well, come on, what about old GC, man? Come on, what about old GC?
Yeah,
I said, what about old GC, man?
I don't know if I like that whole thing.
Nah, I mean, just say ol, O-L-E. Like ole, ol.
Big takeaway. What's the big
Yeah, so what were some of your guys' big takeaways so far? Let's see them in the comments right now. Grandmaster Sensei. Love it. Find your passion, slow down. Slowing down. I don't know. Story is everything. Don't be an 80% version of yourself. The 3-minute miracle. You have to believe in the end of the story. Gah, there's some good stuff in here, man. There's some gems in here.
Could write a book out of this.
Just on these topics, right? The 5 pillars, that was a good one. Things can happen fast. 2 years ago, DAR was an unknown. Mark K on YouTube, thanks for that. Bjorn from Sweden, what's going on? Matthew Benson making the masterpiece. We Are Dog Training, make your own goals. You got to own it. Pacat Treasures, accountability. Aiden Ortiz, the fact that I will do, the money fact I will do in the future. Let's see here. Grant is out in outer space with his skills. Never negotiate your goals. Giovanni, love that one. GC's comment about YouTube being the winner on social. Roni, thanks for that. Appreciate that. Eric Collier, produce, don't worry about being right. Fortitude, get financial intelligence. Being focused. The taco kit. Come on, guys. Everybody loves tacos. Oh, man. I love tacos. I do. What can I say? So we're running a contest right now as a part of this challenge. So basically, this is the 10X challenge. Every day we go live. Typically we start at 5 o'clock. We're on here a little earlier so that we can get to know some people. We can see your comments. We can get your feedback. And every day we're bringing content, information, and even some special guests to help figure out how to navigate things. Like, it's a little tricky right now. COVID has everything a little bit interesting. Businesses can't open fully. Hopefully they are in your neck of the woods. But everybody's kind of having to figure out a new rule book to play by. And they're having to innovate, and they're having to create new ideas and strategies in how they can be successful in their business, because what they did 6 months ago won't work anymore. And, a lot of people that had event-based businesses are having to pivot hard. A lot of people that relied on flying out and going to people and do meetings can't do that anymore. So they had to augment what they were doing. So everybody's in the same boat right now. And if you look around you, you got to pay attention. Like somebody said, attention follows money, money follows attention. Thank you for that comment, by the way, in our backstage with our VIPs. But you have to pay attention right now, because people figure stuff out. It's a natural survival instinct. When you get pressure gets put on you, you figure stuff out. And some people figured out early on in the game how they needed to change or modify their business in order to make it through. And, there's some people who figured it out. And figured it out early on, and who are in a great spot. And then there's others who, they're struggling a little bit. And so it's important for you to understand that there are always solutions if you're looking to find them. Annie, will you do me a favor? I just had a missed call. Will you call him back?
Yep, absolutely.
He's scheduled for tomorrow.
Yep.
FYI.
Okay.
There may have been a miscommunication, but so you have to be aware. Look around at what's happening. Like right now, you have exposure to a lot of different people. What I'd like to do right now, just for whoever is in the chat right now, who's been challenged since COVID started, and you found a way to get through it, but that actually made you more money than the previous thing that you were doing. If there was a way you were going about your business, or an idea or a product or a strategy that you created, I want to see in the comments right now. I want to see people that are excelling through this pandemic, despite everything that's happening right now. And if you guys can share your success stories, there's a lot of people that want to hear it, that want to see it, because they're in the same boat that you're in right now. And so it's really important so that you can use the group that we have to share some successes. Let's see. Doubled my income because of COVID. I do kiosk sales. Got to connect through social media with my customers. More people, less time. Open 24/7. Love that, David Bange. Zoom, BNI, Chamber of Commerce. Doubled servicing multiple companies. shifted my focus and my efforts. So guys, look, if you guys are going through life right now, if you're going through your business right now, and it seems a little bit like bleak or, grim, or you're struggling to figure things out, like, people right here are winning. Like, the purpose of this is just to see that there's validation in the fact that people are out there and they're succeeding despite everything that's going on. So we're here to provide you every day of this challenge in each one of these live trainings. We're here to provide you with strategies. We're here to help you shift your mindset about this, because the most powerful thing that you can do is make a decision to do something, is to commit to do something. Very few people can actually do this. I need to create a second flow of income, but most people never put the energy or the effort behind it to actually make it come to fruition.
If you did this precisely, how many people would be able to do it?
If you say that again,
You said very few people can do this, but
yeah.
if everybody did it exactly
Very few
precisely.
people can do what we're going through, and very few people can string it all together. But if just you can look back at the last 5 days that we've met, and we've discussed information and we've given strategies, like, what if you were able to put all these things together?
If a person did exactly what we're saying,
If a
would
person
they
did
make
exactly
it or not?
what we're saying, would you make it or not? Put it in the comments. Billionaire mindset. Can't lose. I'm struggling with my family and we're barely making money to get by. Aiden, it's all good, dude. You just got to get information. Information is the key to getting you out of where you're at. You're unknown right now. There's something that's unknown about your situation and how to get out. So all you got to do is find the right information. And that's what we're here sharing with you guys. Information. Information changed my life forever. I was telling somebody the other day, actually, Anthony, I said, Grant is the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, because it allowed me to look at life differently. I mean, frankly, it was before my wife and kids and all that stuff, but that was the thing that created the right mindset for me to go out and become a multimillionaire. And maybe it would have happened. I don't know, but I just know where I was at. And I knew that I needed mentorship, and I knew that I needed the right information, and I got it. And the information that I got from Grant is the information that allowed me to go out and create multiple 7 figures in income, tens of millions of dollars in sales and revenue. It's all because of information. And then stringing these little pieces of information together to get the product and the result. I want to go over see what happens when you start jacking with stuff. Knocking everything down. So we're running a contest right now. One of the things that Grant and I talked about coming into this is we wanted a lot of people to be involved in this, a lot. And we've had 258,000 people, something like that, opt in and register for this training. Quarter milli right there. And that's inspiring, first of all, because that many people are actually interested about doing something. The not surprising thing is the amount of people that show up, because far fewer people than 250,000 show up every day. So that right there tells you something. You guys have already, because you're here and because you're live and because you're a part of this, you realize that you have already separated yourself from the pack simply by showing up and pressing play on a stream or turning your computer on, sitting in your home. Okay, so you've made the decision. Now it's starting to string the next decision together in the next one. So back to what I was saying, we wanted a lot of people on here, so we created a contest. When I pulled up the leaderboard for the contest, you get basically a point for every platform that you share this on, and then you get bonus points through the platform when people actually enroll into the free challenge that we're doing. So I'll start with number 5. Marcel Kamen is at number 5. She's got 4,324 points. That's a lot. Ken Dunn, 5,302. Khalid West, 7,622. And then this is where it gets crazy. Amar Sankar, 11,484 points. And then Jarrett has 12,685. Now you get bonus points for doing things like posting your homework assignments. You can win prizes for that as well. Every day we give a homework assignment for you to go into the group and do an exercise related to the topic that we discussed. Man, you guys are doing a lot. There's a lot going on back there right now, man. So we got contests every day for notes, for homework, because we're trying to incentivize you to engage with the material. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, like we have to incentivize people to actually go through and do the exercises. You know, I wish we didn't have to do that, but that's the reality. People get excited about prizes. Somebody asked in Zoom, who's in the bottom 5? The bottom 5 is, I mean, there's thousands of people that have registered for the contest. I think 12,000 people are in the contest right now. So
in the contest, we have enough time for literally, if you're just starting the contest today, you could still win. So those numbers mean nothing.
Yeah,
Because every day
of
I'm
course.
throwing stuff in here that could equal anyone out that responds today.
Yeah,
In fact, you know what, Jared? For anybody that grabs the offer, the virtual offer, I'm gonna give them 1,000 extra points for buying it before I start.
before you start speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1,000 points for anybody who takes advantage of the virtual bootcamp offer that we talked about yesterday. And so we got a lot of questions. A lot of people invested yesterday. We had a little tech issue, and so it was coming in and out. And so a lot of people had unanswered questions. So I do just want to spend a minute and go back over that, because when we put this offer together for everybody that was going to be on here, I looked at it and I said, this is literally the most ridiculous offer that we've ever made to our audience. In the 10 years that I've worked for Grant, we've never put together an offer with this much value. Okay. So basically what we're doing after 2 weeks after this challenge ends, for those of you who said, I love this, this is amazing, I want more of it, I want to go deeper, and I want to learn more about how I can immediately impact my income. I want to learn more about how I can get more motivation, how I can start building a team, how I can get the job that I'm looking for, how to get the big deal you've been trying to close that's been escaping you. We put together a 3-day boot camp. Now, this is our boot camp that we run 3 times a year. We typically have between 500 and 1,000 people at these boot camps, and we're charging between $3,000 and $10,000 for seats to come to the boot camp. $3,000 and $10,000 for a seat to come to the boot camp. Okay, we're bringing that to you virtually because of everything that's happening right now. We can't have a live one here. We're bringing it to you virtually. Okay, you can get access to all 3 days of this virtual boot camp for $297. If you go to grantcardone.com/virtual, you can get access to all 3 days of this boot camp for $97. Or $297? Where's the workbook? The boot camp. Okay. So this is the workbook. This is the workbook that we cover over the 3 days. We talk about money and finances, business goals, how to solve disengagement with yourself and your employees, how money drives behavior and money principles, the business cycle, how to get more attention for your business, build your brand, create the perfect content strategy, and leveraging paid advertising like a pro. Day 2, we talk about the entire sales process, identify every opportunity you have to convert somebody in the perfect process to close them, 8 ways to immediately increase sales, closing and negotiation strategies, phones and follow-up, why people don't buy, how to become a master at the outbound phone call, building call lists, handling phone sales objections, and then execution, which is how to 10x your results, how to build your team, how to scale your business. And then we do an executive panel where we take all of our executives and we do Q&A. So this is a workshop. This is not an event. This is a workshop where we go through a very detailed workbook, and we're going through how you can build out each of these things. So whether you're a individual, you work for somebody else, whether you're unemployed, or whether you have a small team, you're a solopreneur, or you have a big team, we're basically going to give you the blueprint to grow your revenues and your income. Okay. We typically sell these seats for $3,000 to $10,000, depending on the level that you come. You can get access to it for as little as $297. grantcardone.com/virtual. Okay. If you've been to the boot camp before, if you've been to one of our boot camps, I want you to post in the comments below. I want you to post in the comments what you think about our boot camp. We have people that do not miss this boot camp. They come every time we run the boot camp. They're here. So again, this is typically something that we're selling for thousands of dollars. You can get access right now for $297, grantcardone.com/virtual. That is our level one. That just gets you in. If you're just looking to get in and get the experience, that's the first level. The second thing that we have is called our executive bundle. This is where things get wild. Like when Grant approved this deal, I was like, this is the most insane offer we've ever made. So not only are you going to get access to all 3 days of that virtual boot camp, okay? 3 days, October 23rd, 24th, 25th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're also going to get an executive level ticket to our 10X Growth Conference. It's 3 days. It's in Las Vegas. This is the #1 business conference that we put together. Last year, we had Kevin Hart. We had Magic Johnson. We had Floyd Mayweather. We had Dana White. We had Scooter Braun. We had John Travolta. Like this was just the most ridiculous event that anybody's ever put on in our business space. Okay. Those tickets are typically selling for $1,000 for these executive tickets. We're going to give you an executive level ticket included in the offer for $497. So for $497, you're going to get 3-day access to the virtual boot camp. Okay. Again, that ticket right there, if you came to one of our events, would be $3 to $10K. You're going to get a live ticket for the 10X Growth Conference. Okay. You're going to get an executive level ticket for that event. And if that wasn't enough, you're going to get access to an instant online training bundle to start preparing you for these events. That includes our How to Make Millions in Business course, our recession response training, because we're kind of in a tough situation right now. Maybe not by definition a recession, but we're in a tough spot right now. And then number 3, the negotiating and closing masterclass. So that's so here's the ticket that you're going to get when you come to the event right here. And then for so that's $497, grantcardone.com/virtual if you want to take advantage of that. Offer 3 is our VIP bundle. So not only are you going to get all 3 days of the virtual boot camp, not only are you going to get all 3 days of the 10X Growth Conference live in Las Vegas, not only are you going to get access to the online training programs and the courses that go along with it to prepare you, but you're also going to get VIP backstage access for offer 3. This gets you backstage all 3 days. This is where all the Q&A comes from. All the questions that we go through throughout the event are going to be coming from this group right here. We're doing backstage lunches every single day. You get a pre and a post event coaching session with our team. And so that offer is $1,997 for the people who know us. You know what we do for the top level folks that we have. It's going to be an unbelievable opportunity for you to get access to us, our team, and our event with unprecedented access. So our virtual boot camp, by the way, let me just tell you how excited I am about the setup. We are getting, I think there's about 700 different screens that we're building into the hotel down the road here. We had to get a bigger room than they initially allocated for us for the height of all the screens. There's going to be a massive 40-foot screen behind Grant. So we're going to be able to populate everybody on like this right here. This is like child's play right here, which you see behind me. This is like child's play compared to what this boot camp is going to be like. The thing that's super exciting that we've never done in our boot camp before is we're building breakout sessions where we're going to go from the big group of everybody who's come to the boot camp, and we're breaking everybody down into breakout sessions after each section of content is delivered, all the training's delivered, so that you get to work with our team, ask your questions, role play, and do practicals that are based on that. So it's going to be a much more immersive experience, frankly, even than our live experience. So the virtual boot camp alone is a steal. You add in the GrowthCon ticket, insane. You go backstage, you get access to Grant, all the extra VIP bells and whistles. It gets I don't even know what's past stupid or ridiculous, but it's that. And you can take advantage at grantcardone.com/virtual. When you take advantage today, before midnight tonight, you're going to get 500 points for a essentials pass, which is the $297 option. You're going to get 1,000 points for the executive pass, which includes the GrowthCon seat. And then you're going to get 2,000 points for the VIP pass that includes the backstage access and all that good stuff. So super excited about that. It's the first time that anybody's really had to go through and put together a business workshop of this caliber with this level of technology behind it. So we're super excited to have you guys a part of that. I know that thousands of you already invested because y'all were messaging me all night on Instagram, particularly people that have been to the event before because they know what the event's about. So they're super excited to see how we're going through and we're able to engage with them in a different way using some ridiculous technology. So that's exciting. What also is exciting is the people that we gave away $5,000 in cash yesterday to. I'm just going to run through some names here. So if you hear your name, then you know you got money waiting here. Uncle G's got your money. I'll give you his personal cell phone so you can redeem it at the end here after I read all through these. So first of all, for your questions during the live, these are each are $100 winners. Jorian Van Oostenbruge, Anthony Garbito Martinez, and Maril. Merrill, I guess just you're like a Madonna or something, Merrill. We had our taco box. If you guys remember the taco box from last night, my man Jeremy Sanders. So not only did he invest in the taco dinner box, he bought the glasses that Scarlett had custom made. So he did all that. I think he paid, what he paid, $2,200 for that. Grant gifted him a coaching session. That's a $30,000 give right there for a coaching session one-on-one with Grant. Congratulations on that, Jeremy. Super exciting. All these $100 winners. You ready? Isaac Guillemette, PJ Singh, John C. Sehe, Renee Alexandria, Melissa Goldbolt, Ashley George, Angela Simpson, Megan Duggar, Natalie Frostbauer, Valeria Rabachava, Alexandra Merkel, Maria Guerrero, Holloway Josh. You guys all came from the YouTube giveaway. Dar actually selected you guys as winners. For posting your notes in the Facebook group, every day we're going through that Facebook group. I got probably 28 people on my team that are going through the Facebook group every single day, looking at your homework assignments. G and I sat down for about an hour last night and watched all the videos that you guys are posting. He's tripping out. Like he's seeing people and their experience with this and what they're learning and their feedback and the realizations that they're having. Like that truly, like he lit up when I saw him going through that. Like he's like, dude, it's like a reminder of all the hard work that goes into everything that we do. It's the reminder of why we do it. So I can't tell you guys, please, please, please continue to share in the Facebook group because that is like the best paycheck that you could give any of us. For posting your notes, John Stephen Granville, Joe Newman, Michelle Leaf, Precious Kings, Diane Ben, Gloria Rosado, Christine Connolly, Catherine Rose Foster, Katie Kelly, Kelly Norton, Joy Falcunit, Imani Allen, and Stacy Howler. You guys got it all for notes. For homework, we got John Payne, Brent Brady, $100. These are all $100 winners. John Payne, Brent Brady, Joey Voss, Josh Lewis, Nicole Obar, Loosely Donnellan, and Giera Clark. All of you $100 winners, 50 of them right there for posting your notes in the Facebook group, for doing the homework assignment, which is video going live in the group. Guys, look, this is an easy way to make some money right here. And like I told you before, we're incentivizing you guys to do the work so we actually pull you into getting the practical application of the information that we're talking about. So like participate. It's the best way to make this work. You can come here and you can show up for an hour. You can listen to Grant. You can sit back in your chair. You can laugh and joke and ha, 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 get entertained. Or you can decide that the next 60 minutes that you spend with us is going to be the most important 60 minutes that you spend with anybody the entire year. And then make that same decision again tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. And then make that same decision Sunday night at 5 o'clock. Because if you come into this session every single time with the right intention, with the right focus, with the right mindset, this will be priceless for you. The information that I learned working for Grant when I was 26 years old and I came to work with him and I was broke and I was making $2,500 a month, nothing other than the information that I learned from him took me from making $2,500 a month to making over 7 figures a year and becoming a multimillionaire, having millions invested in real estate. And like, I'm in a position now where my future is a place where I like maybe used to dream about, and I'm living it today, and I'm just getting started. Like, all of you guys have the opportunity to do the same thing. I went from 26 years old to 34 years. I became a millionaire, and I was literally broke, in debt, smoking weed every day. And because I actually learned the way to play the game of business and sales and money and marketing, all the things Grant talked about yesterday, those 5 pillars, you remember them? Post in the comments below the 5 pillars. I just want to make sure y'all didn't forget yet. Who can list out
financial
of the pillars? All 5 of the pillars. All 5, not just one, all 5, all 5, all 5. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys on YouTube, I love you being here. John Sinclair from the UK, Brandon Harrison, Dios Rios y tú. Come on, man. Megan South, Mark K, Nature. Let's see here, my VIP backstage folks. I see you guys. It's coming in. Gus Calabrese, Kyle Dunn, Brandy Whitford, Minute Jones, Gerardo Casiero, Josh T, John Paul, Gemma Jolene Powell, Tony Victoria, Kim Reaney. Thank you guys so much for being here. Congratulations for thinking enough of yourself, let alone us, yourself, for taking the time to show up. Take advantage of this boot camp, guys. I promise you, it'll change your life. What's the worst that can happen? It's $297 if you choose that route. $497, you have 2 chances to change your life. Man, I've spent $497 on some of the stupidest things that you could ever think of. Right? How many of y'all spent money on stupid stuff? Just raise your hand, just so I can see that I'm not alone spending money on stupid stuff. Y'all spent money on stupid stuff? What's the worst thing that could happen? You spend $497. You come to Las Vegas for the most badass conference for entrepreneurs and business on the face of the earth.
We're giving them that.
You're getting that absolutely free.
That's not something you need to come pay for.
That's free. You guys are getting that for free as a part of the offer.
The only way you get to speak on stage is to be in Vegas, by the way.
You got to come if you want a chance to get up on stage. At the end of the deal here, we're going to pick 10 people who are going to get the opportunity to come up on stage, which means y'all got to come to the event. We need to see a plane confirmation, which, by the way, tickets are cheap right now. Might be a good time to just go ahead and get one locked up. So look, I can't impress on you enough how important it is to get the right information. It's not complicated. It's very simple. The hard part is putting it all together with discipline. We're at day 5. If you showed up every day, kudos to you. Like to bring up to the stage right now, the studio stage, the one, the only, Mr. Mentor to millions, billions, Mr. 10X himself, Mr. Grant Cardone.
Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared. Great job, man. I loved our setup today. This is awesome. Oh, we look good, don't we? Okay, look, you guys can see yourselves in the background, man. When you show up, thank you, Jared. When you show up, make sure you get some love, and then Johnny's going to keep banging up, moving the screens. How many? What is there? 26 pages?
No, 39. Oh, yeah.
On here right now? Yeah. How many, Johnny? What do you got? 66 pages, and more people coming in. I try to start early every night. Jared went a little long on me tonight, so. Oh yeah. Look, Steven's losing his mind. So,
John Oxley, love the pictures. Come on, man.
If you get a shot of yourself, I tell you what I'm gonna do. People that are in the VIP section, because we always do whacked out stuff for people in our VIP. Whether you're at a growth conference, a boot camp, or here virtually with us, we go the extra mile for our close customers. I'm buying a car right now from a car dealer, and I said, hey, before I decide on the car, have you done business with me? And he's like, oh, yeah, I am doing business with you right now. I bought a contract from you. I called my guys and said, hey, did they grind and pound on you? And he's like, and if the answer is no, dude, they bought our deal. They appreciate our services. They appreciate doing business with. This is the client. The client appreciates Cardone. Well, then, I don't want to pound on them. How you treat money. We're going to be talking about money today. How you treat money, how you spend money, how you use money, how you invest money, how you use your own money right now. Okay. How you make a decision on this virtual boot camp, 10xvirtual.com, grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. How you make a decision on that purchase is your problem with money. So I told Jared today, I said, Jared, I want you to start today with the offer, because today is this is day 5. I'm building this book out for all of you that grabbed the book. I'll be going through this book. I'm on day 5. It's 39 pages right now. By the time I'm finished here, it's going to be times 4.
75
75 to
yeah.
120 pages. Okay. I mean, I have the content ready. And then what I'll do is I'll fine tune it as I'm sharing with you right now. How you do money is how you do money. If you're taking notes, lots of notes being freaking thrown up there. How you do money is how you do money. Well, man, what's that mean, man? What's that mean? You sound like Meek. No, you don't understand, dude. You guys drag on 297, 497, 1997. You're like, oh, you quiver up. I can't spend it. And you wonder why you can't get it. Okay. You want to write this down. Dude, if 2 grand's a problem, $1 million's impossible. If $2,000 is a problem, when I know you would do that for rent, you do it for your mom, you do it for if you were sick, you got the corona. If you got the corona and it took $2 grand to get rid of it, you'd pay the $2 grand, you'd borrow it, you'd find it, do whatever. If you went to jail, you'd find $2 grand. Okay. If you had something on your record you wanted to get rid of and it cost $2 grand, you'd get rid of it. If your girlfriend or your boyfriend says, hey, and you love them. I'm not talking about just any boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm talking about you in love. And they're like, I need $2 grand to stay. You'd be like, here it is, honey. I'll figure out how to come up with it. See, how you do money is how you do money. And this plagued me. So day 5 is about money, financial mindset. I want to go a little deeper than we went yesterday on this concept. I'm going to be bringing David Grutman in today, and David knows a lot about money. He knows the number one secret there is about money. Who knows what the number one secret to money is? Like if you had no money, which all of you have no money. Okay. When I'm talking about, do you have money? I'm not talking about what you have had already accomplished. I'm talking about the next nugget. You're in a mine and you're digging for gold, man. You got a piece, you got a piece, you got a piece, you got a piece. Why you freaking keep doing this? Because you're looking for the next piece. You're not talking about the piece you have. Okay. I want to add to the pieces that I have. I want to multiply the pieces I have. I'm not talking about what I had. Most people are damaged on money because they're like, and we'll be talking about the myths today. Most people don't have money because of the way the relationship they have with money. David Grutman, what do you think David Grutman's number one quality is? If you don't know that name, David Grutman is in the hospitality business. David Grutman probably knows more stars personally, celebrities personally, than CAA, which represents stars and celebrities. Because Dave Grutman knows the ultimate secret to money. What do you think the ultimate secret to money is? A mindset's very important, by the way, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. If you understand money, you'll understand this. Outflow, outflow, outflow. Yeah, you're close, but not quite there. Okay. I'm going to give you, there it is. There it is. There it is. Slow it down. I just saw it. Bang. Let's give it $100 to Amber Kane High. Give a big shout out to Amber. I don't know, whatever I'm looking at. How would I know? You know, I have no technical ability. The answer is people. People have the money you want. Okay. You're like, I'm not going to spend the $297. Guess what? You don't get to meet the people you need, man. Don't you guys get it, man? That's why I got all these people behind me. I insist. It's why we're going to do this massive virtual event. Okay. 750 screens. We spent almost $18 million producing this event so we could share with you, okay, exactly in 3 days. Get your money right, get your execution like where it's a no-brainer. Jared asked you earlier, hey, what's the 5 things Grant talked about yesterday? And you guys are like poking around. You don't know the data. And if you don't know the data, if you had to look, if you're not sure, you won't use it, okay? If you're taking notes, if you don't know, you end up with what? No. If you don't know, what does it mean to know? Know is not information. Knowledge is not information. Those are completely different. Please take notes, folks. Please screenshot. We gave away about $1,000 last night just on screenshots. We gave $2,000 or $3,000 away just on pictures and screenshots last night. We gave $135,000 of bonuses away yesterday. I know Jared told you that. I know we've been promoting that all day, right? $190,000 yesterday. 248,000 people signed up for this deal and can't even show up because they think they're showing up for information. I never think I'm showing up for information. I'm showing up for an opportunity. Okay. I'm showing up for an opportunity to be in front of someone. Okay. Like never let, as you're taking notes, never let this get in the way of the relationship. The difference between a contact and a contract, who knows the answer to that? Jared knows the answer because Jared wants $100. Oh, by the way, Jared made a comment earlier today. He's like, you know, if you did these things, you might. No, do bullshit, dude. If you did these things exactly, how many of you believe this? If you did exactly what I had done in my life, you would be the one with the Gulf Stream. Exactly. Every step of the way. If you'd have done everything exactly the way I did everything, anybody that comes to this office and duplicates what I'm doing will be successful. 100%. The FTC says I can't tell you will be 100%. 100% of the people will get the exact results. I'll tell you right now, FTC, eat me, okay? You would get the same exact success if you followed the same in the same path I did. If Jared does exactly what I did, he will get exactly the same results I got. If I do exactly what Van Gogh did, I'll end up with exactly, precisely, cellularly, everything exactly the same. I get the same piece of art. There's no way you don't get the same piece. It's not about what you learn. It's about what you know. Okay. And that is the issue. I can't spend 300, dude. $300 is just, I'm going to spend 300. I'm down to my last 300. You're already broke. What the hell is wrong with you? You guys mind me telling you the truth? Post below. Can I tell you the truth today about the money game? Hey, we got any inches? Or do we leave it at my house? No. Those are props. Those are all props. Alan, you.
You got the 100 on the outside though. Make it look like it's a thick stack. Okay.
This. Yeah, sure. Just put it right here. You guys, can you guys handle the truth? If nobody tells you guys the truth, this is what's wrong with politics, okay? Politics, they lie to everybody. They're like, oh, we want to give the middle class a raise. The middle class, you make another $6,000, you're still fucking broke. Let's keep it real, folks. You're broke. You cannot handle an emergency. You cannot handle your kids getting sick. You cannot handle your parents getting in a wreck. You cannot handle COVID knocking your company out of business for 3 or 4 months because you don't know the money game. And if you don't know it, like know what's in the way and where you need to go. If you don't know the move the wealthy people are making, you cannot have the life of the wealthy people. So I want to start today with the 5 financial mindsets. You want to write this down, okay? The 5 financial mindsets. You guys that bought, they got the workbooks. You're going to get this in your homework tonight. Those of you who didn't, hey, take notes. I want you to have this content, okay? At the end of the 10 weeks, I'm going to make sure everybody that signed up in our VIP session has the workbook. You guys that grabbed the virtual boot camp, grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. We're going to go into this content. Where's the boot camp book? This is our workbook for the boot camp. This is what we go over for 3 days, okay? The first thing I'm going to talk about in there is disengagement. How do you get engaged? How do you get excited? How do you get pumped up? Guess what? There is a connection to motivation and money that nobody's told you about. Everybody's lying to you on this subject, folks. Oh, I'm not motivated by money. Oh, yeah, you ain't, huh? All right, what if I tell you you're going to put a brick on the board? I can tell a 6-year-old, you're going to become a billionaire in 3 hours. And I guarantee you a 6-year-old with no concept of money would be freaking out of their mind. A piece of cake would have done it. Okay, rewards work, folks. And the bigger the reward, how many of you agree? The bigger the reward, the more the engagement. This is what I asked you on the very first night. If I had a $600 million reward for you 30 miles away and you had to walk on glass and you could win the $600 million, that's why some of you don't play our contests. You don't value a fucking $100. Okay, you don't value $100. That's why you don't play the contest. The value of the contest is not the $100, it's the shout out. It's the shout out, folks, okay? I got Janet's on her iPhone right now looking bright. We got Susie, okay, in her low drop showing off her shoulders, okay? We got April, is that April? Angel doing this in his car looking sly shit, okay? We got Ginger popping off up there, Pinky, okay? Look, you guys got to figure the money game out, man. The money game is about people and the people is about attention. And attention's about energy. You got to keep getting energy. And you can't have energy if you're comfortable, which is the combination, the definition of the middle class. The middle class is basically 250 million people that are comfortable. See, you guys sleep like you're comfortable, and I'm turning all night trying to figure out what my next move is going to be. Okay, 5 financial mindsets. Number 1, there's no way out. Some of you here, probably 20% of the people on here are like, dude, I can't win. I can't win. I can't get out. There ain't no way out. I'm never going to get out. Okay. Number 1, no way out. I've been there before. I thought that there was no way out for me. I was broke, no money, in debt, no job, couldn't keep a job, financially bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt, physically bankrupt, could not get out of my own way. And I started giving up, no way out. And then every once in a while, I'd see some guy that was successful in my neighborhood. And I'm like, how'd he do it? Shit, he ain't. I'd see a plane fly over. Damn, how'd they do it? Okay. I'd see somebody in first class on a flight. Ooh, how'd he do it? I see somebody with a nice briefcase. Oh shit, how'd he get his little alligator briefcase? Okay. See, Jared saw me and said, shit, he's got bad grammar, says what he wants, doesn't dress that well. Okay. He's got this freaking weird walk, looks like he can't put his legs together, but he ain't got any legs. He's talking about me. And the guy runs through walls. Where's he going? What's he want? And why is he so motivated all the time? When Jared met me, it wasn't like I was rich, but I was rich in hustle. I was rich in energy. I was rich in creativity, and I was rich in courage. You guys that don't think you have a way out, number 1, you don't have a way out. Trust me. Listen to me. You cannot be bankrupt as long as you're courageous. You cannot be broke as long as you're courageous. You cannot be broke as long as you have a commitment. You cannot be broke as long as you have courage. You cannot be broke or broken if you don't quit. Who's been down and out here before? No way out. You're like, no way I'm going to get out of this situation. I'm broke. It's never going to get better than this. Just post below. If you've been in this situation where you were like out, knocked out, done, finished, no way out. Yeah. Look at all the people, man. Shit. Like if you can text it, you ain't out. You're just looking back saying, man, I was. Okay. Number 2, just getting by. Way, way, way more dangerous, by the way, than number 1. No way out. You're struggling and fighting every day. Okay. Number 2, just getting by. Just getting by. You're just getting by. You're scared. You're freaking tripping out all the time. You're worried constantly. Your kids pick it up. Your kids know everything. The kids know when you're scared. The kids know when you're terrified. The kids know when you're angry. The kids know when you're arguing. The kids know every time they say, hey, can I have this? And you're like, I can't do it. The kids even know when you spend money that you shouldn't because you don't have it to spend. Number 2 is just getting by. Number 3, the most dangerous of all of them, right out of the 10X rule, is the comfortable. The comfortable. I'm good, man. I'm all good. This is the guy making $6,000 a month. Okay. He's paying his $300 car payment, his 2 $300 car payments. He's stashing away a little money with Wells Fargo or Fidelity. He's comfortable. He's got his house. Oh, my house is paid for, man. I paid for my damn house. Dude, you pay for something that can never be worth, like, is never going to generate money. What are you bragging about? Like, you're doing something that none of the wealthy people do. I paid for my house. Oh my God. Do you think Warren Buffett goes on CNBC and talks about the house he paid for? You guys told me I could tell you the truth. Can I tell you the truth? Please. You're broke because you're playing by broke rules. The first 3 categories, by the way, are broke. I don't have any money. There's no way out. 2, I'm just getting by barely. 3, I'm comfortable, broke all the time. You need one event to happen. You need one event to happen, and boom, you're back to number 1 again, which is no way out. Number 4, country club well off. Sick, twisted, selfish human beings. All you guys that belong to a country club, you are the weakest individuals on this planet. You weak, man. Oh man, I'm playing my little golf, man. I go to church. I take care of my kids. You got your little bullshit Range Rover. You got your lady comes in and cleans up your house once or twice a week. You take your little trip. Dude, I'm talking about myself. I've been all these, so you guys know. I ain't hammering on you, dude. I'm hammering on the old me. Huh? To the past, baby. Middle finger to my past. Yeah, you know the guy I'm talking about, right, guys? You know, okay, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, he got the little exceptional stuff, little extra stuff. He goes on his little trip. He cashes in his points off his Amex card. He puts everything on an Amex card, by the way, just to get them points. We call that the country club slave. He's kind of rich. He thinks he's the shit until he gets around wealthy people. And then he's like, dang, man, another level. See, number 5 is this, that other thing. W. What does W stand for? Winning. And I can't quit winning. It's where you got that FU money. It's where you got that Mo money. Mo money. You know what Mo money stands for? M-O money. What does M-O stand for? The Mo money. What's the F-U money stand for? The M-O money. Tell me what the F-U money is. Everybody post it down below. Oh, it's so ugly. Okay, what's the M-O money? What's the M-O money? Yeah, move over. Out of my way. I had a client. I had a guy, the first 4 of these things I have spent 50 years of my life in. And when I was 51 years old, I'm done, dude. I'm done playing this game. I'm never seemed like I get a way out. Everything's hard. I'm just getting by all the time. I mean, constantly just getting by. Comfortable. I got comfortable in my mid 40s. And then probably 45 years old, 46, 47 years old, I was country club rich. And for 4 years, I got more depressed when I was country club rich than when I was no way out. Loaded with depression, disappointment. And I'm like, I got to figure out what the deal is, okay? The deal is I was playing below my potential. I was playing below my money potential. Money is just a manifestation of energy, for those of you taking notes. Am I getting my energy in the right place at the right time with the right people on the right vehicle? Eduardo, what's up, man? So are you putting your energy and your effort in the right place? These are your 5 choices, folks. No way out, just getting by, comfortable, country club, well off. Okay. That's a cool score, particularly if you were brought up the way I was, which was poor. Okay. And then there's the wealthy. What are the wealthy? The wealthy are affluent, abundant, prosperity. This is the yacht money, the jet money, the Chanel by the closet money. This is giving millions of dollars to charity. How many of you'd like to give $1 million to a charity? You cannot give $1 million to a charity if you pinch up on $300 that's invested in your damn self. So real quick, anybody that wants to spend 3 days with me on this topic, okay, go to grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual, 3 days. And we're going to fix this thing. We're going to fix this thing so you can be in this club, the W Club, where money is endless and effortless, okay? Where your connections, where you're paying for connections. You're like, okay, here's 10 grand, here's 100,000 to your charity. Last night or this morning, I spent some time with Damon John, okay? I don't know how many of you know the relationship I have with Damon John. I spent $8 million to meet Damon John. I didn't know Damon John. I mean, I knew him. I saw him on TV. I went and bought a jet, spent $8.3 million so I could fly Damon John to Las Vegas. Okay. Dude, that $8 million, you know what me spending that money, me doing what I needed to do to make that kind of investment. You know what happened to the expansion of my life to say, hey, I have enough courage and confidence in myself to spend money that I've spent my whole life working that I'm scared of. I'm worried about. So look, I want you to take these 5 categories and I want you to think about, because when I bought that jet, I asked all my friends, should I buy the jet? No. 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 And then I went and took those people and I said, where am I getting this advice from? The first guy, he was comfortable. The second guy was just getting by. My sister, she was like, she's very comfortable. Okay. And then another guy that was country club, he owned a jet. And he's like, dude, you should not buy a jet, dude. Like they go down in value. And then I asked one wealthy guy, super wealthy, worth $4 billion, should I buy a jet? And he's like, instantly, absolutely you should. You meet a lot of people. You'll use it all the time. You got great work ethic. It'll pay for itself in months. Okay. That's how I met Damon John. Okay. Because I had the equipment necessary to fly him from Miami to Vegas. Had I left that money in the bank to sit in the bank, saving money in the bank, had I left it there, I would have never met Damon John. You agree with that? Yeah. Would have never met him. Okay. All right. So, and by the way, my whole life changed because of that one flight with Damon. Contacts turn into contracts, and the only difference is the R. And the R stands for a relationship. David Grutman, that I'll be bringing today, is probably the best relationship guy in the world. You think, Alan? The guy's a master. He's a master at the relationship, okay? Creating wealth is not a fantasy. Creating wealth is a decision, okay? If you're taking notes. Creating wealth is a decision. So 4 things I want you to do today to learn about money. There's basically 4 simple steps that my children can cite verbatim. 4 steps on money. Number 1, make the wealth decision today. Hey, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. What happens when your sphincter gets all tightened up? What's that called? Everybody's got a sphincter, right? Men and women? Yeah. Or just dogs? Because I know dogs have them. I don't know what it's called. The sphincter, pucker. When you pucker up on money, okay? When you pucker up on money, let's use the old pucker. I'm not going to talk about sphincters anymore. Oh my gosh. This guy. Can't handle it, can you? No, you see, that's what I mean. You guys can't handle it. You're like, you know what? I just can't handle that. Because you get distracted too easily. You said a few minutes ago you would walk on glass to make $600 million. I would. I guarantee you. I'll be the first one out there right now with a bad ankle walking on the glass. A lot of you couldn't make that decision quick enough. You'd be like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Because you don't want to suffer. You guys don't want to suffer through what it takes to get where you need to get, man, because you don't understand what it would do for you. Man, 600 million, I could turn 600 million into $2.4 billion. 2.4, I roll that 7 years. In 7 years, that could be worth 6 or 8 billion. Now I'm on the Forbes list, right? Now I'm a player. Now I can start moving stuff, making decisions. I can move elections. How bad do you guys want it? Okay, tell me below. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And do you really think you're going to get to the top of the food chain without money, handling the money issue? A broke athlete cannot move the bar. Okay, a person with fame that is broke cannot move the game, folks. Sorry. Okay. If you got the best idea in the world, you got the freaking game breaking technology, you got the thing that's going to change everything, and you can't get it to freaking monetize, you cannot move the bar. You cannot stay in the game. You cannot help your family, a charity, the community. You will not change the world. You ain't Mother Teresa. By the way, Mother Teresa had plenty of wealth. She didn't have money. She was connected to people that funded her projects. So don't be pulling the old poverty card on me. Oh, Mother Teresa didn't have. The Pope ain't got any money either. The Pope ain't never touched a dollar in his life. He's got access and control of assets and funds. Right? Donald Trump's not spending his own money today. He's not paying for his own COVID tests. We are. Okay. Hope you get well, Donald. Everybody else that got sick out there on the COVID. I've had the COVID twice. Come visit me again. Come on home, COVID. Okay. Okay. 4 things. Make the wealthy decision. 2, collect money. You got to collect money. You do not need to make money. Everybody out there, write this down. Quit trying to make money. You don't need to make money. It is an unnecessary step. It's an unnecessary obligation. You don't make money. In fact, if I go out and start making this, I'm probably going to get arrested. It is against the law to make money. You collect money. You don't make money. I got to make money. I got to go make money. How many of you believe what you say to yourself becomes your reality? I got to make money. I got to make money. I got to make money. I got to make some money. I got to make some money. No, you don't need to. You need to walk out there and ask somebody to give you money. We spend a third of our boot camp just talking about how to get people to fund your projects. How do I get money? How do I pitch an idea and get somebody to say, I want a piece of that idea so badly, I will give you a stack of my money. I know something about that. We've raised as of today, almost $450 million in 30 months on Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Number 1, make the wealth decision. Number 2, collect money. Second step to money is collecting it. Third step to money is storing the money. Where do you store money? Not save money. Okay. This whole concept of saving money is killing you. One of the things we'll be doing in the exercise tonight is saying, where is your money at right now? Do you even know? I get a report every morning of where my money is. Every single account. See it every single day. Every account that I have, every penny is accounted for every day. Okay, write this down. If you don't look at your money, is that left or what? If you don't look at your money, you ain't going to have any money. You don't look at it, you can't have it. This goes back to the accountability piece we did on the 3rd day. You're not looking at it because I remember when I was broke, I didn't want to look at my account. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at your debt. Okay, and then you guys handle the wrong thing in the wrong order. You don't worry. For all of you out there that got debt, everybody post out there. How many of you have some credit card debt? You got some college debt? You got house debt. You got a house paid for. Let me just see. How many of you out there got some kind of debt? And this thing gets away from me fast. House debt, mortgage debt. Yep. Credit card, too much. You ain't got too much. Ain't nobody here got too much debt. See, it's freaking mental, man. It's mental. You guys think you got too much debt? You ain't got too much debt. You need a bunch of debt. Jennifer, you listening to me, Jennifer? Yeah, I love you, girl. I love you. I'm making you guys think different. Your mommy didn't want debt. Your daddy didn't want debt. Your uncle didn't want any debt. Dave Ramsey says he don't want you to have debt. Dude, how's that shit working out for you guys? You guys are so scared of debt, you can't get wealthy. You think $40,000. I had $40,000 worth of college debt when I was 25 years old. How the hell is that a problem? You got $400,000 worth of debt. Put all your credit card debt, your house debt, and your bank debt together. You got 400 grand of debt. How the hell can that possibly be the problem when that can't be the destination? Listen to what I'm telling you. You don't have enough debt for it to be a problem because that is not the destination. You're getting hoodwinked. You're getting tricked. Okay, wait a minute, Grant. What are you telling me? I'm telling you, you got to change the way you think about money. You and your family should want hundreds of millions of dollars in debt. Because the only way you can get that is that you would have to be producing something way north of those numbers. If you're going to own a car dealership, you will probably have to go into debt to get that car dealership. Okay, so 4, invest money. How can you invest money if all you ever do is pay off debt? You can't worry about paying off your debts. You got to worry about scoring the ball. You can't play defense financially. I spend 95% of my time playing offense on finances and 5% of my time looking at budgets. Okay? 5% of my time is spent on budgets. 95% of my time is spent on offense, going to get money. And I know some of you out there are going to be like, you're going to be like, man, how do I raise money? Crowdfunding you can do, okay? Angel investors is a way to go into debt. Partnering with people that have money so that you can expand and go this way. See, the middle class is stuck because they add and subtract. I add $2, I take away $1.
Okay, great.
I add $4, I take away $2. I add $75, I take away $50. You're never going to get ahead if you don't learn how to multiply.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay. And when I'm multiplying, I'm no longer trying to pay something down. I'm trying to expand and explode my contacts. And I'll be bringing David on in a second. Okay. Last thing I want to share some myths with you before I bring my friend, David Grutman. What do they call him? They call him the Groot? That's the name of his yacht. Excuse me. Okay. Here's a guy, by the way, in the hospitality business that had most of his locations shut down for the last 4 or 5 months. And he's going to come on. He's going to come in. He's going to be so chilled today. He's going to be like, yeah, it's all good. I mean, yeah, I'm almost out of business, but not really. That's wealth, by the way. If you look up the word wealth, it comes from well. It didn't have anything to do with money in the very beginning, 700-800 years ago. It means to be well, okay? And how can I possibly be well? How many of you would agree with this? How could I possibly be well if I don't have enough money? Wealth defined: an abundance of valuable possessions or money, the state of being rich, material prosperity, plentiful supplies of a particular resource. Archaic means the derivation, where it came from in the beginning. It says well-being. The being is well. How can I possibly be well if I don't have any money? Oh, before that, you know what it meant before that? Health. Health and wealth were exactly the same thing. Oh, money's not everything. Dude, that's like saying your health's not everything. If you don't have money, how can you get the best health care? How can you get the best doctor? How can you get the best hospital when you need it? And if you're not healthy, what does your wealthy matter? It don't. They're connected, folks. Okay. Myths about money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to give you 8 of these. Write them down real quick. Myths. These are mindsets, ideas that got you troubled. Money is scarce. Not true. Money is not scarce. It is plentiful. We actually have more on this planet after COVID than before COVID. We went out and printed it. 2, hard work will make you rich. Hard work will not make you rich. It's not guaranteed to. It could be a subset of you getting rich and wealthy, but hard work has nothing to do with getting rich. 3, saving money is the way to wealth creation. There is zero proof on planet Earth. Is that Angela up there? Angela Anderson. What you doing, girl? What you doing? You better pick that damn pen up, girl. Time to start learning stuff. You guys, some of you guys can't even take notes. What's wrong with you? Okay. A little bit of ink is better than a long memory. I just called Angela. That's my nephew. I mean, my niece. She's my niece because her name's Angela. Her name will have to be Angel for her to be my nephew. Okay. All right. Okay. 4, diversifying assets is a myth. Do not buy the myth. That is a Wall Street strategy to get your money. The people that have gotten wealthy on this planet, Jeff Bezos, how many companies did Jeff invest in? 1 company for 27 years. Until it put him in a position where he can invest in anything he wants. He can literally buy anything he wants today. Okay. Steve Jobs was invested in 2 companies upon his death. Warren Buffett made one big play. His position was so big in the first company that he could not take a second position without owning the company and violating the SEC rules. Okay. Then he had to make a second investment because he was forced to. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. All debt is bad debt. No, that's not true. All debt is not bad debt. There's some debt out there that's so good. Grutman's going to tell you about some debt that's good debt, some Live Nation debt. I think I can say that. Can I say that out loud, David? I don't know. Okay. Cash is king. How many of you heard that before? Cash is king. Cash ain't king, dude. Cash is trash. Cash is garbage. You guys are saving garbage. Saving money at the bank. You're working your ass off. You're a slave of Wells Fargo. You got money sitting in the bank because you're scared. You know what they say about scared money? Scared money don't ever grow up. All it ever does is abandon you. She's going to leave you. Okay? You don't even treat the money like it's got courage. Cash is king is not true. Cash flow is king. Cash flow. You want cash flow. You want cash paying you cash. I would rather a little drip from Ben Franklin, okay, and have Ben Franklin converted to something that can appreciate. Again, we'll spend 3 days on these topics at grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. If you guys think you can get $279, $479, if you're worried about the $479, you got your attention on the wrong thing. Let's go be millionaires. Let's go be multimillionaires. Let's go make 100 million together. Let's go make 1 billion together. I want to be a billionaire. Hey, David, if you're watching, man, can you get Bruno Mars at my next growth conference? Okay. Okay. Myth. It takes money to make money. It does not take money to make money. It is a myth. It is a lie. It takes money to make money. The last myth, number 8. Check these off, folks. How many of these do you believe in? Number 8, a house is a good investment. Simon Cowell just lost $2 million on a house in Beverly Hills. After redoing it 3 times and paying property tax, lost $2 million, paid 7 years of property taxes, and rehabbed it 3 times. Okay. Not all houses are good investments. Okay. Exercises. We got some exercises. We'll be going over those before I let with the VIPs. I want to bring David Grutman in. David Grutman, native Floridian. We won't hold that against you. He's probably from Miami, right? Not Florida. Oh, from Naples, from where, well, the white rich people are on the other side, on the West Coast. He's responsible. David's responsible for several of the most successful and world-renowned brands in hospitality and nightlife. He formed Groot Hospitality in 2008, bringing a distinct trademark. This guy's a freaking genius, folks. I hope you got a pen, a piece of paper, something to write with. His name is known globally, from Dubai to Detroit, from Hawaii to where? To Houston. Okay. He was hailed by Rolling Stone magazine as the 11th. Check this out. as the 11th most important person in electronic dance music, man. And I don't even think he can dance, by the way. Do you see the guy hanging with Usher and Pharrell and Justin Bieber and like Taylor Swift, like everybody, and Grant Cardone? Okay. Look, he resides just up the road from me. I've been wanting to spend some time with him. I had dinner with his wife, Isabella, just the other night. I had some great sushi. David Grutman, welcome to the 10X Challenge.
Hey, guys. Can you
Brother,
see me?
I love you, man. I love you. You in your house? You in your beautiful house?
I am.
Yeah. Good to see you here. Hey, and you know, we're talking about having David at our growth conference.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So David, look, great to have you on here, man. Like, tell my audience a little bit just about your path, your way up.
So guys, I'm from Naples, Florida, as Grant told you, a retirement community. All my friends are dead because they were 90 years old when I grew up with them. Went to University of Florida, graduated with my finance degree, and I said, let me go bartend in Miami Beach before I go back and do title insurance in Naples. No one would hire me on South Beach because I'm a chubby Jewish guy. The only place I could get a job was bartending, was at a restaurant in the Aventura Mall right here in Miami. The owner of that mall today is my partner in all my nightclubs. So guys, you never know. You always have to keep relationships. It's not like someone gave me some money and I started some big nightclub and it wasn't an overnight success. I worked every position. I wanted to be a manager. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to inspire. And I've taken that path to where I am now. And my company's called Groot Hospitality, as he told you. I have Komodo, Swan, Poppy Steak, Planta, OTL. Of course, the big nightclubs are Live and Story, but I've created an ecosystem for myself, guys. And I'm opening a hotel soon. So what I've found is that each of these arms populate the other one, and they all work together. And for me, I just love hospitality. I love hospitality. And for me, my business, I'm in the fun business. So that's a little bit of my path. Of course, it didn't happen overnight, but let's get going. And by the way, it's Friday night here in Miami, and I couldn't be more excited to be with you guys this evening. It's amazing.
So David, why are you doing this on a Friday night? You know, you're a successful guy. You don't need.
There's only one reason. It's because you asked me to, and I know that you're so inspiring to so many people, and I think there's not enough people in my segment that will talk to people and show you how the business works. It's one of the reasons why last year I started a college course called the David Grutman Experience at FIU Hospitality. I'm going to do it again in January. It's only because they offered me a doctorate, just to be honest with you. And I think
Can I get one of those? But David, if you knew how good that made you feel now, you'd be like, you'd do it. You're going to do a lot of those. I know.
I love it. I love it.
So David, what did you know about money growing up before you were who you are today?
So my dad is a very conservative banker, and I knew you have to save and you should get stocks that pay dividends and stuff like that. And, you know, one important thing I want to tell you guys is I was making $100,000 as a bartender back then, but I wanted to become a manager. And I went from making $100,000 to making $33,000 a year. But it was the best investment I made was in myself. And I think, guys, don't be afraid, especially at any age. If you could take the opportunity to invest in yourself, do it. I mean, I just sold 51%. I've sold my company twice. The second time I just sold another 51%. I mean, so it turns out okay, but don't be afraid to take those chances. You know what? When you go up a different level, you might have to take a pay cut. And for me, it didn't even matter about the money. I don't do it for the money. I did it because I wanted to grow in my art.
But how important along the way? I mean, your dad was teaching you the same thing my family taught me: conservative, save money, diversify, invest in the stock markets, get a dividend. Why did you, David? What did you see that your dad couldn't see? Either because the times had changed or personalities were just different.
It's just for me. I'm a different person. I'm motivated by passion and by wowing people. So, you know, listen, not that there's anything wrong with being a banker. It's amazing, but that's really not that thing for me. I loved being that the person that was going to lead a team. I wanted to inspire, I wanted to teach people. Remember, I was 21 years old as a manager trying to connect with servers that were 40, 50 years old. How do I connect with them? And I connected with them through education. I would like bring out a port wine and a chocolate cake and tell them everything about the port wine and blah, blah, blah. Did you lose me?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got you. Did you give me the other book? I'm with you. Exactly. I'm listening to the port wine. I'm like, what were you pouring?
So guys, for me, it's always, I try to find that common ground. How am I going to connect and lead people? I'm also a huge believer in the emotional bank account. You can't keep yelling at people if you don't deposit a lot of money into that account. You can't be in the negative, guys. And they see, even today, I walk around my dining rooms, my nightclubs, I'm picking up trash, I'm bussing tables. My attention to detail is insane. If I see a light bulb out, I lose my fucking mind. Just want to let you guys.
I did the same thing. I think people think that I have some kind of problem. David,
let me just give you, for instance, I went to a friend's sales office that he has for a condo, and he takes me to his meeting because he wants to show me everything. And he had 2 light bulbs out in his meeting room and 1 light bulb out in the lobby. I'm like, who's your office manager? And do they really give a shit? And do you give a shit? Because when I see stuff like that, I know that person doesn't care. And I know they'll be out of business in a year.
So relate that to the money game, because this is the 5th day of 10 days, David, that I'm spending with this audience. And one of these is about money. You just happen, here's a young Jewish guy from Naples, and it fell on the money, and it fell on the money day.
Yeah.
What is it, dude? What is it that like Jewish people understand something about money that I mean, I don't even know if I could say that today, but it is just true because
we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So, I think it's kind of really instilled that because of the past, and that, they didn't really have a state, and through the wars and all that stuff, that you have to really conserve your money, and you have to really be educated. I think education is such a thing that Jewish people stress to their kids.
Yeah.
That comes along with it.
And this play that you just made with a Live Nation, can we talk about the Live Nation play?
Of course we can. So Live Nation's the #1 entertainment company in the world. I'm in the entertainment business, and I really fell in love with them. But what Live Nation really did for me more than anything was it gave me an access to a line of credit. So I don't have to. So guys, when I first started, I didn't have $10 million to open my first restaurant. I didn't have $22 million to open my first nightclub. So I personally have to raise that money, pay that money back. So you work for 3 or 4 years for free, basically, to pay that money back, and then you have a long run. What Live Nation did is give me a line of credit, so I don't have to make those calls anymore. And I feel like I'm an athlete. I feel like this is my time. I want to grow as fast as I possibly can.
So you've been using debt, because I was talking about some of the myths. All debt is bad debt. You've been using debt in the beginning as a restaurateur. You would get what, partners, guys like me, and say, hey, you'd have like 26 partners in one restaurant.
No, I would never take an investment less than $1 million, because I don't want to do 10 different conference calls with all these guys wanting to know why they're not me, why their name's on the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, and the guys, just so you know, the way I work my deals is I pay my investors back first, and then I split with them 50-50. I take a 5% management fee on the top, I pay them back, and then we split 50-50. A lot of guys will pay the investors back 80% while they keep 20, and then when they get paid back, they flip it from 20 to 80. And I feel like if I was an investor, I'd feel like an idiot to do a deal like that. And the reason why I do my deal like that, I want them to all feel like it's a win-win situation. It's super important, guys, that every scenario you go into, even with any investor, that they know that they're not just a chump with some money. That's not it. You want them to be your partner.
It sounds like though, David, that was like they weren't opposed to it. You were like it didn't feel good to you. How much truth is in that?
Yeah, man, I really have a really big ethics and belief system with myself that I want people out there saying how great. I have friends that their only investment that ever made them money was with me. I love that.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to out there and be like, wow, my investors send me gifts every month. That's like, to me, that's amazing. And yeah, everybody wants to be in the sizzle space I'm in. Everybody wants to own a restaurant that Bieber and Haley and this one and the Bella and Leo's at of course. But once you get past that, it's a real business. And I want you to understand, when I opened Komodo, it was my first restaurant. I had to raise $10 million. The first year I only did $12 million, guys. No one saw me as a restaurateur. I had to push, and now I do $22 million at Komodo a year.
Wait a minute. Let me get this right. So you invest. So walk me through that. You had this idea to do this Japanese restaurant in Miami, where there aren't any Japanese people, by the way.
By the way, Miami, besides the guy that does our duck chef and stuff like that, there's really not that many Asians. But as we all know, it's the food that everybody wants: sashimis, duck, dumplings, everything. So I did more of the Marco Polo trail all over Asia, Japanese, Korean, everything, right? But when I opened, I figured, listen, I have the hottest nightclubs. When I open my doors, it's going to be packed. It wasn't fucking packed. 100 people in a 19,000 square foot restaurant was showing up. But guys, I could have easily just said, that's it. But I didn't, man. I put every celebrity. I got the food amazing. I did all the press. I did all the push. And I took it personal. This is the number one thing in my business, guys. You have to take it personal. If you don't take it personal, why that guest is eating at another restaurant or going to another nightclub, you're going to fail. I don't care if you own a car wash place. If that person's getting his car washed somewhere else, you better fucking take it personal.
Dude, I take everything personal. I don't get invited to something. I take it personal. I'm like, why was I not invited to that deal?
And I instill that in my team. It's our number one values to take it personal.
Yeah. So David, just walk me back through the math. This isn't for everybody else. This is for me, because I'm thinking about getting in the restaurant business. Okay. So look, it cost you 10 million. Your first restaurant was 10 million.
So
is that right?
So it's 10 million. The landlord gave me, it was 13 million, but the landlord gave me 3.
Well, why would anybody do this stuff for you? You don't have any money. Is that right?
I don't have $10 million at that time. No, I didn't.
So who gave you the money? Where'd you get your nuts, your balls from?
I went to 5 of my friends. I said, I need $2 million. They all gave it to me. But we opened it up. And why did the landlord give me $3 million in tentative improvements? That's TI, guys. You have to know that. And now I get way more than that. But it's a shitty office building on Brickell, no sign. He really wanted to activate the building, right? So why not let's give this guy a shot. And I'm telling you, 12, 14, 16, 18, then 22 million. Investment's been paid off now. I'm opening now Komodo in Dallas, in Doha, Dubai. And here's another thing that you have to learn too, guys.
Dude, that's got to be a stressful business, though. You got to tell me, this restaurant thing's got to be. When I told your wife at dinner, I said, when I go to sleep at night, Elena said, I think Elena told her, when we go to sleep at night, no matter how Grant does the next day, we know everything's going to be fine because of the real estate. Your wife was like, oh my God, that sounds so good.
She's so happy that you could probably turn your phone off when you go to sleep. The problem with my thing is it's 24 hours a day. It's not 9 to 5.
Yeah.
The phone is always ringing. Someone's always coming to town. There's always some kind of issue. Some sushi guys bringing fish in to try to scam some sushi. There's the bathroom attendants trying to do something. It's just, there's always something.
Tell me the biggest, like the craziest thing, because you're in the entertainment business, you're dealing with it's just people. You guys that hate retail, the restaurant business is like retail on steroids, right?
Yeah,
and then you guys go till 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you're dealing with celebrities. Tell me the craziest thing that's ever happened.
I mean, listen, there's been so many moments where I'll be at Live and this one and that, or Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne are performing together on the DJ booth. And one time it's Kanye, Puffy, Timberland, DJ Cat, everyone all at once on the DJ booth. And I'm just like, it's the Catalina wine mixer. But it happened.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So why was that a problem though?
It wasn't listen. The biggest problem is when the Mavericks won the championship and he brings the trophy to Live and he swipes his credit card for $150,000. The managers are shaking, coming up to me saying American Express says they need to talk to the guest.
Oh my God.
They're all afraid to go to Mark Cuban and say, Mark, the Amex wants to verify that it's you. So I bring him in the office.
Shit, his card probably
He's
declined.
like, he's like, yeah, this is Mark Cuban. I just won the NBA Finals. Do you mind if I spend some money on my credit card? Boom, there was.
Wow.
The next
Wow.
year, the Heat won, thank God, and they brought the trophy. And the year after that, the Heat brought the trophy. And then the Chiefs brought their trophy this year after Super Bowl. I'm kind of like Disney World for these guys, man. That's
So,
what you're
dude,
gonna
on
do.
those nights, David, how big are those nights for you?
They're big, real big.
Like, how big is that,
I-
David? How big
listen,
is that?
listen, you know what? Usually on a Sunday in the nightclub business, it's an off night, and we turn that to a $300,000 to $400,000 a night for us at Live on Sundays. So you always, everyone gets Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How do you really make money? Is to make money on those off nights, because your operating costs are the same, your lighting's the same, your rent's the same, all that's the same. You need to figure out a way to extract more money on the nights that you're dark.
How did you get through COVID, David?
So for me, instead of just sitting back and thinking it was a vacation, we went super strong. We hired amazing new chefs because there was a lot of talent out there. We had our chefs in the kitchen the whole time, cooking new dishes. So we came out of COVID, all our restaurants with brand new menu items, new managers, new handbooks. We looked, how do we save costs? Where was the fat before COVID? And my thing on COVID is, if you were weak before COVID, you're going to come out of COVID weaker. But if you were strong going into COVID, we're coming out super strong. And I think that's because we have that focus on how do we keep going. I focused on design, signed 10 more deals to open new places during COVID because commercial real estate people were not feeling it, right? That was my opportunity to really attack and get the most TI, get the best deals for my new places.
And how important were having partners, financial partners? Because I think a lot of us are told, don't have partners, don't sell away part of your company. I hear this all the time. People giving
Why?
advice that have never done this.
Why?
Yeah, talk about it.
Guys, listen, I'm sure people thought pop chips was going to be the best potato chip in the entire world, and they probably missed the time where they could probably sell it at the right price. Don't be afraid to take a couple of chips off the table, guys, and keep it moving. And it gives you legs to grow your company bigger. Doing a deal with Live Nation gave me the ability to go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm not looking at small deals. I look at big deals. But, as soon as I accomplish a bigger place or something I never thought I could do, it's next. Let's keep going.
David, talk about why bigger is better. Because again, these are things I hear from the public. There's so much information out there today. Bigger's not better. Save your money. Don't get partners. There's a shortage of cash. It doesn't seem like in your life there's a shortage of money.
It's not, but listen, you want to pick partners that are going to bring something to the table. Just someone's money, just to take someone's money, that's not what I'm into. All my partners bring something to the table. I think it's super important.
Dude, why does everybody want to be around you? I don't know what, you got some kind of magical unicorn kind of freaking thing, because my whole list is like, you have to get this guy to speak at the growth conference. I need to learn more about this David Grutman guy. People are talking about you writing a book. When's this guy's book coming out? Like you guys love David Grutman? Huh? Give him some love right here online right now. We got people on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Love it.
What's your Instagram handle, David? I see it all the time.
Dave Grutman. It's at Dave Grutman. At Dave Grutman.
Yeah. Why isn't it at David Grutman?
Because someone had the David Grutman when I did it, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to go Dave Grutman. Of course, I have David Grutman now, but I like Dave Grutman. It's okay.
Dude, I like Dave too, man. What should I call you? Can I just call you Big D?
Whatever you want.
I need my vitamin D. So, bro, look, how do you meet all these celebrities? Like, is it because of Live? Is it because of the spots
I started off by, by being the key holder of Miami. I'm one of the few guys that publicists, managers, celebs feel comfortable with. I won't do dirty press. I won't do bad press. They feel safe around me. There's so many bad guys out there that will just throw celebrities down the river to get press because they think that's the best way. Then you burn that person. And if I just went to a table with a celebrity, didn't talk to the other people at the table, I wouldn't be here today, guys. I make sure that I build relationships with everybody, not just a celebrity. I don't go to a table and there's a celebrity and just talk to the celebrity. I talk to everybody at that table. I make everybody feel like they're important, guys.
What's the trick, David? Do you have a trick? You know, I know the Italians, when I went to Italy, this guy taught me this trick about approaching women. I was single at the time. He's like, look, when you go there, dude, there's a trick, okay? If this girl's the one you want, here's the little trick you got to play to get her interested. Is there a David Grutman secret weapon that you use to make people feel good and comfortable?
I ask a lot of questions. And then when a question resonates with me, I try to go as deep as possible.
Okay, so look, I'm sitting at a table. I'm coming to your restaurant. You know I'm famous. Run it down on me.
This person I'm not always worried about. I'm worried about their best friend. I'm worried about their girlfriend. I'm worried about the wife. I'm worried about everybody else at the table, but the celebrity. The celebrity's used to everybody coming right after them. I go to everybody else. Hey, what's going on? And then I'll talk about something fun and I'll try to connect on something funny, what's going on. But now the way I connect with people is I wow them with my food. I love to, when I go to dinners, I always find off the menu items that they can never, like, oh, great example. Guys, Grant and I went to dinner at Nobu, and my restaurants weren't open at the time, but Nobu was open. I wouldn't let Grant order one fucking item. I had everything mapped out and I brought out all the hits. I was like the best DJ with every dish. Boom, 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 boom. Every dish was a wow factor. That's what you have to do, guys. You have to wow people. Figure it out. Grant, tell them. How's my ordering skills at Nobu? How's my ordering skills?
They're unbelievable. But the thing that I like the most, when I got my card, I told my wife, I said, you see, he pays attention to service the same way I do. And he gets aggravated and agitated the same way I do, Elena. I don't know why you think there's something wrong with me. The guy's obsessed with, I remember the people couldn't bring you the glass you wanted. I saw it. My wife didn't see it. You asked the guy 7 times for the tall glass. I don't know if he was nervous because of you or because of me or because of our hot wives or whatever, but I know you got very agitated about that. What do you call that? You call that?
So I call it choking. So what happens, guys, I'm so used to it now that even at my restaurants and when I go out to dinner a lot of the time, the server they choke. It just happens. People get nervous, it just happens. But you have to be understanding. The number one thing for me though, when I go to a restaurant and they don't write the order down, or if I see someone in my restaurant not writing what the order is, I lose my mind. I hate those guys. Oh, no, I'm so smart. I know it. Well, yeah, just be so smart and just write it down so there's no issues. Guys, you should do that in your life. That's why I carry a pad of paper and pen with me. Every time I'm in a meeting, I'm just constantly writing notes, constantly writing what we talked about, because that's how you succeed. You think you know it all? You don't fucking know it all. You got to write stuff down.
Little bit of ink is better than a long memory.
I agree.
Okay, David Grutman, look, I got a VIP session that I just want them to ask you some questions.
I love it. I love it.
So if you give me just 3 minutes to reboot this thing, you guys that have joined us tonight, this is David Grutman. If you don't know who he is, find out who he is. The guy's a superstar in the hospitality place, but I promise you could drop this guy into any space and he's going to be successful because he's doing what successful people do. How much more successful are you than your dad, David? Not to make the comparison, but to make the comparison.
It's not even the same universe. I mean, it's not the same. But my dad is a great man, and he did great.
I didn't ask you how good your dad was. I just said, look,
it's
like,
not
we're giving out awards.
The universe. Let's put it this way: I send a jet for my dad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like my dad would look at me today and say, "Hey, man, like I don't even know what I was thinking while I was." And he was a great guy. But what you've done, man, is an inspiration to me. It's an inspiration to Jamie Foxx. I mean, you inspire stars. So I look forward to doing more stuff with you. If you guys love David Grutman here today, you love the input, love what he shared with you. The guy used debt to expand. This is what I was telling you this morning today about wealth. Okay, you cannot play by the old rules anymore. Also, what he shared with us today was wealth is about people. He never talked about making money. He talked about making contacts. So if you love David, how are we going to set up the VIP, Jared? How do you want to do that?
Yeah, so we'll just have Jared Johnny, just shut the
you
feed
guys
off.
that
But
have not signed up for the VIP, the way to get involved in this, if you want to
Or
do
buy
the
some
Q&A.
bottles. Just make a table reservation for them to get in the VIP. That's all.
Yeah,
we
what
need.
is what does VIP cost at Live? What's it cost
Anywhere
for a table?
between 5 and 50,000. You guys can figure it out. It's
And
just
you're
like-
not going to learn anything there, right?
Yo, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn.
Oh, Jesus, man.
You're
He went
gonna
psycho.
learn a
You're gonna-
lot.
You're probably going to forget more than you learn, though.
Hey, for the guys not going to VIP, thank you for spending your Friday night with me. I know you're all so busy, and to spend time, let me tell my story. I can't thank you all enough. Thank
Yeah,
you
you're
so
awesome.
much.
And the rest of you guys want to spend 3 days with us, grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. We're going to be going deep on some of these topics that David talked about today: how to go into debt, when to go into debt, why to go into debt, how to measure it, when to take on partners, how do you expand. Please take the time to invest in yourself. Let's do more of this together. If you have signed up for the full 10 days, I'm going to see you back on day 6 tomorrow at 5 p.m. Saturday. I'm doing all weekend. If I can make it, you can make it. And then give me 2 minutes. We're going to reboot with David for our VIPs to do a private Q&A. Jared, anything else for everybody else that's on?
no, good.
Everybody's on YouTube.
Oh, wait,
Facebook,
hold on.
Instagram.
Just
Hold on
a
one second.
homework assignment.
Homework.
So just really quick, guys, homework assignment from today's training from Grant and Dave. I want you to take a video and post in the Facebook group. We're almost at 100,000 members of that Facebook group. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, join the Facebook group. That's free to do as well. But post a video or go live in the Facebook group tonight. And I want you to share the biggest lies that you were taught about money growing up and that you now know are incorrect. And I really, what I want you guys to do, not only shoot your video, post your own video, but I want you to go back through, give it a couple hours, give people time to put their stuff up. But go back through and watch these videos, because what you're going to find is you're going to find that a lot of people are in the same boat. They were taught the same things. They were raised the same way. People are operating with the wrong information. And so again, that's why Grant wanted to show up here. He knows it's been a tough year for a lot of folks. He wanted to show up, make sure you guys have the right information, because having the right information and using it and applying it, when you can do that, you'll be successful. But when you do that at the right time, when timing is behind you as well, you'll be even more successful. And this is the time right now where you need to be on your game. You need to be skilled up. And so get that taken advantage, get that taken care of. Your homework tonight. Yeah. So just these are the bonus courses that are included when you invest in the virtual boot camp. The negotiating closing masterclass. It's a 4-hour training where Grant goes deep into how to negotiate and close big deals. 10X Super Life. This program, we taught Grant into shooting because we kept shooting business programs. And we said, dude, people want to know about how to have a 10X life. Family, relationships, business, health. How do you put it all together? That course is included as well.
$95 on my website. You get it free.
It's a $1,000 course. We'll get you for free. The recession response training, step-by-step training on how to move through everything that's happening right now so that you can get out on the other side. I use the analogy of like, if you have the right information, the right strategies, the right tactics right now in your business, then what you'll be in a position to do is slingshot out of this rather than starting over from a train, like a locomotive in a train station, having to get started from a dead stop. This will make all the difference. We're getting ready to go into the most incredible growth opportunity right now, but there's a moment, you have a window of opportunity to take advantage of that. And now's the time to get on your game. And then how to make millions in business. This is there's billionaires involved in this training.
That's a $500 course.
And this is a $500 program. So you'll get access to that when you invest in the 3-day virtual boot camp that we're going to roll through this entire workbook with. grantcardone.com/virtual. Thank you guys for being a part of this. VIP stay backstage. We're going to do some quick Q&A with David Grutman. Everybody else, we'll see you right back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. East Coast Standard Time for the 10X Challenge. We'll see you tomorrow.